Hey all, Hipper here. I hope you enjoyed my new little intro that I think I'm going to put on every video from now on, but let me know if you don't in the comments down here if you have any suggestions. This video here I'm going to continue my favorite spawn series, and if you already seen my Albemarle video, yeah, just admiring that battleship there without any camo. Anyway, if you saw my Albemarle video from the other day, well actually yesterday, then this is going to be very similar. Except for the fact that Hipper, like, it's even more important for Hipper to have a good starting spawn, because it really struggles in the game as it is now. And a spawn like this here on shards, and where you can get in and do something good right off the bat, that really helps a lot to give you a better game in this ship here, because this is a brawler cruiser, so if you can get in close, you can do your best work in there. Of course, we have an agile build on this, as you just saw right there, just avoiding shots while we are heading into the cap. Now, as usual, key here is to deny the destroyer access to this cap here as quickly as possible, and at the same time tanking shots from B and also firing at the ships at B to put them into a disadvantaged position. And here I am in here before the destroyer, even in this very slow cruiser here. And I have sonar, and I can just pop it on and reveal him here to dissuade him from entering the cap anymore. And then I fire a few torps to make sure nobody comes this way. And if you saw the Vlad over at B, he missed his first 2 salvos because I'm very fast in this Hipper here. But I don't think he's going to miss the next one if I'm broadside. So I need to show my stern here, and unfortunately I just overshoot the cap here, which is unfortunate because that means I'll have to expose myself to that Vladivostok once again. But everything has worked out fine so far. No other ships have made it to the cap, and my teammates are actually backing me up, which is great. And the only problem is this Vlad over here, that someone really needs to put some pressure on it to basically keep me alive. And luckily that happens now with the battleship here that's just beside me. Now I noticed the broadside eye over there in the cap. Like this Vlad here is so intent on sinking me that he totally ignores that battleship there, and that is one of the perks about sailing an agile cruiser. I mean, look at that eye over there. He could be in cover by the island, I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't look like that to me. So I think the Vlad is just wanting to kill me instead, and like totally missing out on that Iowa broadside there. So now this Iowa is going to finish off the Gneisenau, and that means that I can pop around the corner here and make sure that the destroyer isn't going to attack my battleships from the flank, because that's my job. I mean, if I want support from these battleships here, I have to make sure that this zone in here is a torp-free zone. And we've got the cap now, and the Gneisenau is out, so that's 1 battleship less with torps. So these guys should be able to defend themselves at least for a little bit here, while I turn around the island and make sure that the destroyer isn't going to surprise us from the right flank here. It's unlikely, but you never know. He was spotted last on the left flank, or not left flank, but more to the left here, but just some preemptive torps here, and I do get spotted here, so that's why I'm thinking, he could be out here actually. So we'll try to see if we can make sure that he isn't out here. Now, if I could replay this battle here, I probably wouldn't go this way here. I would probably go left instead, because as you can see on the map, that Vlad from before, he is starting to head into the cap. And what I was thinking in this game is, okay, I'll just go around the island and then I'll check for destroyers, and then when I come out on the other side, I'll be able to to hit the broadside of that Vlad there. But it turns out there's no destroyers here. Of course I couldn't know that, but I should probably have challenged this Vlad here head on, because I was expecting my battleships to bow tank him until I could get around this island here and either get at his broadside or torp him. But what actually happens is that the Iowa rams him, which is completely unnecessary. They are 2 against 1, and had he just waited, I don't know, another like minute or so, I would have been able to take some huge chunks out of this Vlad here with my AP from this side here. But of course it's not to be, because as you can see, the Iowa is just going like full steam ahead for the ram. So the Yudachi pops up here, and that's the destroyer I've been pretty much chasing since leaving the sea cap. So I'm going to forget about the Vlad for now and just focus on this guy here. And actually the Vlad ends up taking out the Iowa before he can ram, and really that's why, like, don't ram unless you are absolutely sure. But at least there are still 2 ships over there to deal with him, and he's almost dead. So anyway, I pop on my sonar out here so I can make sure this destroyer is preoccupied and doesn't decide to help the Vlad out, because that's not what we want. And he is just suddenly heading straight at me. Yeah, I don't know if he doesn't know I have sonar or what happened there, but yeah, he's a brave man. So I'm just waiting for his torps, and there they are. And of course, in an agile build, that is really not a problem, even at less than 3 kilometer range. So I shoot a few torps of my own, and I'm just waiting to see if I actually get this guy with torps, which is always enjoyable. And I actually do. And always nice to take out a Yudachi with cruiser torps, 6 kilometer cruiser torps. So yeah, this whole 2/3 of the map here are now safe, and we are well ahead on ships. We have only lost 2 and the enemy has lost 6. So it should be a pretty safe battle from now on. Now my plan right now is pretty much just to rush the remaining ships and start mopping up this battle here. Because as it looks right now, we are way ahead, and there is not really anything they can do. It's just a matter of a minute or 2 and they're all taken out. But of course, things have a habit of changing in this game here. And as you can see now, we are like way ahead. And I'm steaming ahead, like I said, to join the fight. But then as I get closer and closer, we start losing more and more ships. And I actually change my mind and decide that having B and C is fine. There's really no need to risk the farm by trying to push A as well. So instead of continuing past this island here, I decide to turn. Because most of my heavy ships are behind me at the moment, and there's only 1 battleship down there that's cut off from the rest, and a destroyer that's is just able to torp away anyway. So it's a better play simply to defend the 2/3 of the map that we already have. Now the situation now calls for switching from AP, which I've been pretty much using until now, except when I was facing destroyers, and then switching to HE. And it's something you like want to avoid in Hipper, because the HE is pretty disappointing. It does have better penetration than the other lines, but the damage output is just not there. So burning a battleship in a Hipper will take quite a while. So it's only something I do, and I don't really know what else I can do. So I'll try to set as many fires as I can on these guys here, and do it from the relative safety of my 2/3 of the map over here, and then try to drag them towards my remaining battleships. Because I am too far away from these battleships here, and there's too much open water for me to close the distance and torp them. I need them to be closer to either A or B, and in this case they've already given up A, so they are going to push for B, obviously. So I need to lure them over here and then set up an ambush or something like that. And the Wichita is starting to cap, but it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, I hit on points, and there is a battleship over there. So if I just keep my eyes peeled, I should be able to get this one home here. So we've actually gone from having 7 ships to now being pretty much like in parity with the enemies, and that went really quickly. I think in the course of 3 minutes we went from 7 ships to 3 ships. And that's what I mean. Like in this game here, situations can change so quickly that it's actually sometimes hard to keep up. But the battleship did manage to take out the Wichita, so we just have this Bismarck left here, and that really isn't much of a problem. So I'm back at AP now, and German AP at the German battleship upper belt is always nice. Like right now, I wish I had Prince Eugen's reload booster to just take this ship out a lot faster. Because if I can get within 8 kilometers and I had the reload booster equipped, you will do some massive chunks with a whole broadside every time, especially on German battleships. You might even citadel them actually if you aim just a little bit over the belt. It is harder, but it is possible. So all we have to do now is get rid of this Bismarck here, and like I said, he doesn't have torps, so in case my battleship gets taken out, I'm going to close the distance now, so I'll be able to torp him in case he takes out my battleship, because you never know. I mean, like I said, this battle here was looking rosy, very rosy, at about the 8-minute mark, and now it really could go either way. So just gotta take this guy out here and just accept these secondaries here. And I actually haven't taken a lot of damage this battle here, which is good. I mean, I also played a little bit carefully when the Reds started to hit back, but it's not bad. So we're just gonna give him a nice final HE salvo there, just to show that HE can be used. So that was a Hippo, and again a battle with me starting at my favorite spawn in this ship here. And I hope you enjoyed it,